Yo everyone, how you doing and welcome to another video in the War within Prepatch, or better said 1100 patch if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Today I will be talking to you about how to make your character's gear the best that it could be for the bugged Magetower during the War within Prepatch. There is not much to do currently. You have only the Radiant Echoes event. I don't know if you guys are still raiding or not, doing Mythic Plus or not, because it's all kind of useless right now. But yes, if you're gonna attempt Magetower, this video is gonna be good for you, so you can optimize your character's gear the best to at least be able to compete with the current, like, I would say meta. It's not really a meta, it should get fixed. So the thing with Magetower is, I don't know if you guys have realized, the Magetower is much harder than it used to be 2 weeks ago before the pre-patch released. And the reason for that is that we got a gear rescale. We used to be the gear item levels from the old patches got pushed up, and so did the fight in Magetower. So the bosses in the Magetower boss fights are scaled to as if our characters are eye level 200, but Blizzard forgot to scale our eye levels up as well. So we remained eye level 120, but the boss does damage and has HP of like simulation that the character has eye level 200. So there is an 80 item level difference between scaling. So the boss expects us to be a level 200. So like when a spell does 80% of our HP right now, it should be doing maybe 30 or 40% of our damage or of our HP. And that's the reason that everything feels harder now. And therefore, I would say it's pretty much mandatory for 90% of the challenges for you to have good gear for Magetower. Or maybe like best, close to best in slot gear than what you were equipping before. Because the difference between, let's say, normal Dragonflight gear, which are you're running top tier content with, the difference between that and a well-scaled gear, like well-scaled set for the time walking or Magetower, is like a good 100 to 200 main stat difference, and that's a lot of damage. Like you are running with 600 or like 500 with Dragonflight gear, and with a good time walking set, you're gonna be running with like 7 or 800, and that's a good 30-40% difference, and that's huge. And main stat equals damage done. You could like easily say that. If I have 200 more agility and I was running with 400 before, it's obvious than if I was doing like 4k before, I'm doing 6k now. Is obvious. But yeah, so this is a list of enchants you would want to use in Magetower. And for this list to work, there are two things you have to keep in mind. These are all old enchants except for the ones that are from Dragonflight. It's always mentioned. If it's not from Dragonflight, the item you need in that specific slot needs to be 320 or lower eye level. So you have seen me buying this specific blue neck from the auction house. It's a blue crafted neck from Dragonflight. It's eye level 319, which is perfect. The reason for that is you could add 3 sockets to it with the Dragonflight enchant, and you could enchant it with Legion enchants. That's why you want to use that neck. Everything else is the exact same thing. Apart from that, I would suggest for you to buy every single item below the item level of 319 so you can apply these enchants onto them. These enchants are massive. Like, let's say the item on its own is giving you 8 agility, and you can enchant it with another 8 agility on top, which is huge. Like the difference is huge, as if you're equipping twice the item. You know what I'm saying? And then the rings. We have Shadowland crafted rings. At item level 233 they used to be. I have no idea if they changed them or not. And they have a specific effect. They have a small effect to the side. For example, when you're in combat, you summon a small orby. You summon a small orb, you walk on top of it, you get like 20 agility. Nothing huge, but why not? Better have it than rather not have it. Alright, so for the next part of it, consumables. Consumables are also a very huge thing in Magetower. Like they could easily buff your damage by 20 to 30%. I always list my consumables on my older guides. If you want to see and learn the fight, let's say Retribution Paladin Magetower guide, you would just scroll down. I have listed the consumables that are the best for this exact purpose, like for this exact challenge. These consumables change for every spec. Let's not every spec, like obviously Retribution Paladin shares the same consumables with Armor's Warrior. That's obvious. But always check below the guides and you will see my consumables listed. Do not take these for granted, like definitely use them. They don't cost much either. Like you could buy 50 of each and every one of them and be like under 10k gold. These are pretty cheap. If you want to buy only 10, you could maybe buy 10 of each for 1k gold. It's pretty cheap. But they do make a huge impact. Do not like take them as a joke. Consumables are very important. And the difference between Dragonflight consumables and these consumables I've listed are huge. Like use these. Do not use Dragonflight consumables. The next part, trinkets. Trinkets are a huge thing in Mage Towers. So obviously you have the stat stick trinkets, which are very good. There are 3 in total, which are worth mentioning. The first of all is Unstable Arcana Crystal, which drops from Withered Gym in Asuna. That one is a bit tricky because it's only up once every 10 weeks. I wouldn't really like count on that one, you know? The second one is from Doom Lord Kazakh in Tanan Jungle. I'm gonna wait till the loading pops. I'm gonna show you where to go for those. Once, as mentioned, like Withered Gym, I don't think we will see Withered Gym in Prepatch anymore. It was up like 3 weeks ago, so I'm gonna leave that out. But Doomlord Kazakh, a very good trinket. It also has the main stat on it. I'm gonna show it to you now. So the Doomlord Kazakh I'm talking about is this one. Raids, Warlords of Draenor, Supreme Lord Kazakh, my bad. Doomlord Kazakh was the old one. Okay, here we go. Chipped Soul Prism. This is the one you want to go after. Not this one. You don't want Speed, Leech, and Avoidance. You want this. Crit, Haste, Verse, and Mastery, plus Agility. This is a huge trinket for Magetower. It also scales very well, so you would want to take this. You can get bonus rolls from Ashran, either War Spear or Storm Shield. I remembered that. To get double the chances of getting this every week on every character. Grab this, like attempt this at least. Another trinket, which is only for strength and agility users, is from the same expansion. No, not the same expansion. It's from the Burning Crusade. You go to Gruul's Lair, kill Gruul. Is this one, Dragon Spine Trophy. This is huge. Like this is a very good trinket. How you can get there is you go to Outland, Blade's Edge Mountains. It's up here. Gruul's Lair is literally in the map as well. Another trinket, which is pretty good, if you manage to find any on your auction house, but there is none. There is actually none. Oh, there is. Prophecy Tarot. But these eye levels are horrible. You need this. You need to find a friend or maybe craft it yourself. Prophecy Tarot. This has to have the eye level of 126. You have to use a specific crafter's mark to get that in that eye level. This is a very decent trinket. and it's easy to get. If you manage to find someone who like can craft them, maybe tip them 1k or something, or maybe just open your guild, do this. I used to profession. You just go here profession, and then look for people who can maybe craft it. That way, show offline members, and then you can see, wait for them to come online, if you are playing in a guild, of course. And then you can see if they can craft them or not. If they can, give them the mats and maybe ask them nicely to craft it for you. I think you can find someone who can craft it. These trinkets are actually currently the best because all of the old trinkets that used to be quite good are not that good anymore. Like the scales are absolutely ruined. You get this Prophecy Tarot, try to get Doomlord Kazakh. If not, get Prophecy Tarot and run whatever as a second place. I don't know. Like, the scaling is off. I can't tell you guys. Oh, wait, my bad. Get Prophecy Tarot, craft it, and get Armored Electusk. I have a video on how to get this. This is a treasure in Shadow Moon Valley. Just go there and loot it. Easy peasy. This is quite good. My bad. I forgot to mention this one. And this is usable by every single class in the game. This is a quite decent unused trinket, which scales also very well. It's nothing like bugged, but it's decent to go and grab. So we talked about consumables, we talked about enchants, and we talked about trinkets. Other things are rings. I also told you about the Shadowland rings, miscellaneous. Go to finger spot. You scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Oh, are they not here? Are they not being sold? 233. These are the ones I'm talking about. You want to grab these? These are good. Like there are only a few entire mill right now, but you will probably find some in your own, like in your own server as well. For other gear pieces, everything is so messy that I can't really show you the best in slot list because a lot of the items that used to be best in slot got rescaled and we're not sure if they're good anymore. Therefore, grab green and blue items from the auction house that are under the eye level of 320 so you can enchant them properly. Try to look for socketed items. Not all of them can be socketed, but if you manage to find socketed items and that are cheap, grab those and socket them with this type of gems. Delicate Queen's Garnet, that like what others? Brilliant Queen's Garnet, Garnet. Here, brilliant, bold, and delicate. These are the ones you want to be looking for. But yeah, like do this stuff, do these few small changes, and you will see like 150% to 100% damage or healing output difference. This is gonna be a rather short video, but yeah, do this stuff. This will make your journey much easier, and I hope you manage to like get whatever you're after, whether it's the mount or the power overwhelming achievement. I would hold on with power overwhelming, but the mount is totally achievable currently. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time.